Hi everyone. Today I am going to say about the natural vegetation of India. Before knowing the natural vegetations of India, it is important to know what is natural vegetation. So, natural vegetation refers to a plant community which has been grown naturally without human aid and has been left undisturbed by humans for a long time. The huge diversity in flora and fauna kingdom is due to the following factors: temperature, sunlight, soil, relief, and precipitation. Now, let us discuss them one by one briefly. Temperature. Temperature and humidity are the important factors which determine the character and extent of vegetation. The fall in the temperature affects the types of vegetation and its growth and changes it from tropical to subtropical, temperate, and alpine. Sunlight. Due to the abundance of sunlight, trees grow faster in summer. Precipitation. Precipitation determines the density of vegetation. Areas of heavy rainfall have more density as compared to other areas. Soil. Soil is one of the most important factor affecting vegetation. Changes in soil conditions have given rise to peculiar types of vegetation in many areas. Relief. Fertile level land is generally devoted to agriculture and some wild field. Now, we came across to the factors which are responsible for the natural vegetation of India. Now, let us discuss about the different natural vegetations of India. The natural vegetations of India are of 5 types. They are tropical evergreen forest. Firstly, let us discuss it. Tropical evergreen forests are found in areas with annual rainfall of 200 cm or more. The forests grow in the areas of high temperature and high rainfall. In these forests, trees grow vigorously, reaching heights of 60 meter and above. These forests yield hardwood trees, which is used for making quality furniture. Western slopes of Western Ghats, Assam are some common places where these forests are found. Ebony, mahogany are the common trees. The correlation with the environment is tropical evergreen forests are very dense with thick undergrowth due to heavy rainfall, and the floor lacks grasses because of deep shade. Secondly, the tropical deciduous forest. The tropical deciduous forest is divided into 2 types: moist deciduous and dry deciduous. First, let us discuss about the moist deciduous. Moist deciduous forests are found in areas of 100 to 200 cm of rainfall. Shisham, sandalwood, teak and sal are the common trees found in these forests. The vegetation belt covers a vast area of India, extending from northeastern state along the foothills of Himalaya, Jharkhand, West Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Next, dry deciduous forest. These are found in areas having rainfall between 70 to 100 cm. They are found in the rainier parts of peninsular plateau. These are open stretches of teak, sal, peepal and neem are the important trees. What is its correlation with the environment? Trees here are typically not as close together as in the tropical rainforest, so more light can reach the floor, especially when the deciduous species have dropped their leaves. The availability of sunlight on the floor results in dense undergrowth. The subsoil water is not sufficient to maintain leaves through the dry season. Next, let us discuss about the tropical desert. Tropical desert vegetation is found in the areas receiving annual rainfall of less than 70 cm. Stunted growth of plants found here is basically due to lack of moisture and minerals in the soil. Stunted growth and small leaves minimize the loss of water. Trees are scattered and have long roots that penetrate deep into the ground to get water and minerals from the soil. Vegetation consists of babul, kikar, wild palm, shrubs and thorny bushes, etc. Its correlation with the environment remains small It saves surface through which water evaporates, develop a deep root system and reach underground. Next is littoral or swampy forest. These forests occur in and around the deltas. They are found in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Sundarbans of West Bengal. Aerial roots enable the plants to breathe in air. The most important tree is the Sundari tree, after which the Sundarbans are named. The important species found in these forests are Sundari, Soneraceae, Agar, Bendi, Bara and Rhizophora. Next, let us discuss about the last vegetation, that is the mountain vegetation. The Himalayas as a natural cover of vegetation ranging from subtropical forest to subarctic. The climate condition here changes with altitude and the direction of slopes in relation to sun. The altitude is the most important factor controlling the type of vegetation in these mountains region. Pine, silver fir, deodar, etc. are the some of the trees grown here, and they are commercially and medically important. So, from this we can say that deforestation should be stopped and afforestation and reforestation should be started to consume such natural